If you haven't noticed by now, over the past 2 years, I kind of fell off my YouTube journey, so let's talk about that. I know that some people like to dine and ditch when they watch YouTube videos. They start a video, they don't finish it, so I'm going to give you the 1-minute version of all of this. I began making an accordion documentary for Potosa Accordions, and it kind of became my main focus for a year and a half. I got a new accordion and tried to bring that new accordion with me to another Post Malone concert. Tried to get on stage again, and I almost got arrested. This time I missed the show entirely, and it led to an unhealthy portion of depression, which turned into avoidance that came in the form of skateboarding, and I fell head over heels in love with it again, and inadvertently started training for my first competition in over 10 years. I also did a film competition where we got the chance to tell a beautiful, beautiful story involving the accordion. Started writing some new original music that's entirely different from what you're used to hearing me play, and got married again. Same woman. Oh, I got like 10 seconds. I'm back. So yeah, why don't we zoom out while I zoom in and go over all of this stuff. Oh, and you're gonna want to stay to the very end because I have some really, really exciting news to share with you. So over the past 2 years, I've really been on the decline with my YouTube channel. I really haven't been sharing videos like I normally was, and part of that was because I was focused on doing an accordion documentary for Potosa Accordions. I really needed a new accordion and started shopping around and found this beautiful white accordion, and that was it for me. I needed to have it. And I reached out to Joey and tried to see if we could cook up some kind of, trade for the accordion for this documentary, and we were able to do that. And I was able to go out to Seattle 3 times. Hundreds of hours have went into this project, but it's just about finished, and he's going to be rolling it out on his new website, which is coming very soon, and I'm super excited to share this with you guys because Potosa is the real deal. Seriously, they have such an amazing facility, an amazing product, and I think the most exciting thing is the customer service. You're going in there and you're not just becoming a customer, but you're becoming family, and I truly felt that I became family with Joey and his dad in this process, and I couldn't be more thankful for the trips out there and the accordion and that beautiful white accordion I took with me to try and meet Post Malone. So I tried to meet Post Malone again. For those of you who don't know the story, I tried to meet him, missed his manager's message, and lost my opportunity to potentially get on stage with him playing the accordion, and it crushed me. He came back to town. He had a show at Darien Lake. First awareness of even knowing that they're giving away tickets on the radio. I hear it, I call, first try, I won tickets. If that's not a sign, I don't know what is. But it comes time of the show, and I showed up a little bit early. I was walking around with my accordion trying to figure out logistics of where the bus comes in, if I could possibly meet him or talk with him. And the head of security had kind of booted me earlier in the day. So I went home, took a shower, and I wound up coming back, and when it came time to go in, I was going with a bunch of friends, and I just put the accordion on my back, and I figure maybe I could talk to somebody and they'll let me get in. Hey, so my total ultimate dream in life is to play the accordion on stage with Post Malone. I won lawn seats. I had lawn seats, so if you see this big white accordion, maybe he would let me come in. But I wound up, asking security, could I bring this in? They said no. I turned around and started walking away, and that's when head of security saw me again, and he's like, oh, that's the dude who was here earlier. Took me over to the cops. I almost got arrested. I told the cops my story, and honestly, they were more on my side than his, but his say was the final say, so I wasn't able to even see the show, and that really crushed me because this was the first time Post was playing with a full band, live instrumentation, and what an experience that would have been. There was nothing more painful than walking back to my car, hearing the concert going on, and it really, really crushed me. So I kind of fell into a bit of a depression once again after that. So missing that opportunity for a second time now, it really, really crushed me, and I didn't have a way of coping. I didn't quite know how to deal with it, and I actually wound up turning to the one thing that I could always rely on that I hadn't had in years was skateboarding. I stopped skateboarding for almost 10 years when I started pursuing the accordion more and really getting serious about it. Skateboarding just kind of fell to the wayside, and it was a great coping mechanism because I fell in love with it all over again. I wound up finding this plot, this plot of land where I built a DIY skate spot, and I started skateboarding there. It was just small little obstacles where I was able to get my chops back up again, and it's made me so happy, which is another reason why I haven't done YouTube. I've been so consumed by skating. I inadvertently filmed so many tricks in the process of that, and I have like a little skate video that I'm going to share on Instagram. So if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, @SqueezinThanks, I share all my current updates on there. But I'm going to be releasing a skate video soon of myself, and I'm really proud of it. And I even started training inadvertently, just getting my abilities back up again. I started training for a competition, and I did my first competition in over 10 years, and I won't get into it just yet. There's another competition I want to talk to you about. So we participated in a film competition. We had exactly 2 days from start to finish to write, shoot, edit, and deliver a film in 48 hours, and it was insane. I've done this competition before. I did it 2 years ago. We won overall best film when we did it. I was just doing the cinematography as part of another team that I was on. But this year I set up my own team as Team SqueezinThanks. We had about 20 people in this room all working together, brainstorming ideas, writing, pitching their ideas. We settled on 5 of them, narrowed it down to 1, and we made this amazing story about dementia and the heartache that comes with it. Just a really beautiful take on the struggles that come with that. And doing it under the name Team SqueezinThanks, I wanted to figure out a way to incorporate the accordion. So we figured out a way to write the accordion into the story, and it's just really, really special. Right now we're actually putting it in film festivals. We're gonna try and put it out so more people can see it, and hopefully it'll be out by the end of this year. Part of the reason we're not releasing this film online is because these film festivals want to make sure the film is not distributed anywhere. So we can't share it online publicly, but I am going to be sharing it privately on my Patreon. For a few dollars a month, you can sign up and get exclusive perks and benefits, part of that being exclusive videos that you can't find anywhere else, such as this video, The Forgotten Song, this film. And I know I haven't been around in the last few months, but all of that is about to change. I have an entire plan that I want to tell you about at the end of this video. Don't click off just yet. You can even become a free member where you'll still get perks and benefits and be able to see some of the behind the scenes stuff. At the end of this video, we'll talk a little bit more about my plans moving into the future, but for now, let's get back to the video. I'm gonna go stand or sit over here just to give you another change of scenery. But yeah, if you guys are liking this video, give it a like. People don't watch like life update videos on YouTube. So if you guys made it this far, I appreciate you caring about knowing what's been going on in my life. But yeah, let's give you another change of scenery so you don't click off. So the wedding, yeah, I got married again to the same woman, but we had a COVID wedding for the first one, immediate family, 15 people tops, and it was amazing. I would marry the same woman for a third time if I could, but yeah, we had our more celebratory wedding in September of 23, so that was something, another reason why I haven't been doing YouTube. Leading up to it, I was just busy with that. And getting married kind of shifts things for you in terms of what you want out of life in general. Part of it too is even my faith walk. I've recently, in the last maybe 3 years or so, have come back to Christ. I had it growing up. I was raised in a church setting and fell away from it. Lived a crazy life and wound up coming back during COVID. It really put things into perspective for me, just how fragile the world was, and it was something I didn't know I needed. But I think that was another reason why I just kind of started going downhill in terms of my YouTube performance. I wanted to become famous. I really wanted to be this accordion rock star. And it sounds silly now, but I thought that I had, something I could offer the world that would have been so cool. And now I don't care about that. I really don't care. I'm content right where I'm at, and I think I needed to go through that sort of spiritual shift to really appreciate what I had. What I do care about is sharing my love for the instrument with people like yourselves who want to learn more, who want to skip some of the mistakes that I've made growing up. So part of my plan for this year is to really focus on bringing you content that will serve you rather than serve myself. So I don't think I'm really going to be doing those music video remakes anymore. It was just too time consuming. I don't care to do it anymore. I don't care to glorify these artists who really don't deserve it. Yeah, it was just completely unoriginal. Having said that though, I have been working on original music. It's very, very different than what you've come to know of me. Why don't we go over there and I'll tell you more. So we got some original music, but before I get into that, I did want to touch back on the handboarding, the skateboarding thing, the skateboarding competition. I did a skateboarding competition. I wanted to push myself to get better and compete for the first time in 10 years. And leading up to it, it really got the best of me. The day before, I was on the couch all day, depressed. I almost didn't even do it. And that's just part of, the bipolar brain. You guys, who saw my marshmallow video, you guys know that I deal with bipolar disorder. And again, not to make excuses, but there's ups and downs, and part of this break that I had, part of this this decline of creating videos was due to that. I mean, there's several factors in this, but the bipolar thing was definitely one of them. But I wound up doing the skateboarding competition, and on the way there, I told myself, no matter what, just have fun. No matter what, just have fun. It's gonna be great. And sure enough, it was great. I was in my head, and I didn't really have anything to worry about, but that's just who I am. And I really wanted to get top 3, but I didn't. And that's okay. My parents were there to see me, and it was really special. That picture alone beats any top 3 any day of the week. But the very next day, I'm scrolling on social media, and I actually saw the leaderboard. I wound up getting 4th place. So that's something. I mean, I'm happy about that, and I might, keep pushing it, and I'm gonna do it again. Original music. I'm doing original music now. I wanted to share just a little bit with you. It's very different than what you would expect. It's not mastered. I'm still working on it. I've got a couple songs right now. I don't know if I'm gonna roll out one at a time or a bunch, but here we go.
Burned out again, and I don't wanna continue. Calm down, she said. Try to find the voice within you. You're so much better than the box they placed you into. So I'll leave it all behind Pack my bags, won't change my mind. I don't care how you feel, this is better.
Okay, that's all you're getting, one verse. I don't know if I'm gonna release this one at a time or just like throw out like the EP when it's all finished, but this is something that I'm super excited about, and I feel like I want to not just be remembered as that crazy accordionist that makes pop covers. So yeah, why don't we wrap this video up and talk about what's to come, because there's some really great stuff that is just on the horizon. All right, so what does this mean moving into the future? Well, I started a bet with a buddy about 6 months ago where we held each other accountable to start going to the gym more. I started going 5 days a week, he started going 3 days a week, and we set this bet where if either of us deviate from that, we owe the other person $300. And sure enough, it worked. I did start to trade skateboarding days for gym days because I have wound up going to the gym so much that I had no time for skating, and I wanted that to still be a thing. He was generous enough to switch out skateboarding days for gym days, but I have this bet going with him where I want to release 3 videos on YouTube for the next 6 months. That's the goal, or is it to the end of the year? I don't know what the bet is, but regardless, I want to finish this year strong. If I can make it to the end of December and do 3 videos a month, that's 33 videos this year, and that easily doubles what I've done in the past, even at my prime. I have a whole script laid out of what videos I want to do and when. Super excited. There's new accordion learning material that's coming out for those of you that know about my charts. A lot of cool stuff is coming your way, and I'm so excited. So I held myself accountable to not eat Chipotle for the last like 4 hours. I wanted to get the filming of this at least in the can. We did it. I can eat Chipotle now. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like. Drop me a comment and say what's up if you haven't, talked to me in a while. I do want to say hi to everybody. I always try and respond to every comment, but Chipotle.